वंदेहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुता पदकमलं श्रीगुरु वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्ण चैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणा ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे
हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम
जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभ जय गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यशोदानंदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा वनचारी यमुना तीरा जय राधा माधव कुंज विहारी जय राधा माधव हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram. Jaya Radha Vrindavan Chandra, Radha Vrindavan Chandra, Radhe Radha Vrindavan Chandra, Radha Vrindavan Chandra, Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Nitai Gauranga,
Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Nitai Gauranga, Nitai Gauranga, Jaya Nitai Gauranga.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Prabhupada.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Prabhupada. Jam Vishnupad Paramahamsa Parivrajakacarya Ashtotter Shatashi Srimad His Divine Grace Abhay Charana Arvind Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki jai. ISKCON founder Acharya, BBT founder Acharya, savior of the whole world, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Granth-raj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudire Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki. Reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 1, titled Creation. Chapter 1, questions by the sages, and is the 22nd shloka that we are going to discuss today. So it is Canto 1, Chapter 1, text number 22. Tvam naha sandarshitaha dhatra Tvam na sandarshito dhatra dustaram nistitirshatam dustaram nistitirshatam kalim sattvaharam pumsam kalim sattvaharam pumsam karnadharaha iva arnavam karnadhara ivarnavam tvam na sandarshito dhatra dustaram nistitirshatam kalim sattvaharam pumsam karnadhara ivarnavam tvam na sandarshito dhatra dustaram nistitirshatam kalim sattvaharam pumsam karnadhara ivarnavam tvam na sandarshito dhatra dustaram nistitirshatam kalim sattvaharam pumsam karnadhara ivarnavam tvam na sandarshito dhatra dustaram nistitirshatam kalim sattvaharam pumsam karnadhara ivarnavam tvam na sandarshito dhatra dustaram nistitirshatam kalim sattvaharam pumsam karnadhara ivarnavam tvam na sandarshito dhatra dustaram nistitirshatam karnadhara ivarnavam. Some other devotees. Mataji. Tvam na sandarshito dhatra दुस्तरं निस्थितिर्षताम् कलिं सत्त्वहरं पुंसां कर्णधारायवार्णवम्. Word to word translation. Tvam, your goodness. Naha, unto us. Sandarshitaha, meeting. Dhatra, by providence. Dustaram, insurmountable. Nistitirshata, for those desiring to cross over. Kalim, the age of Kali. Sattvaharam, that which deteriorates the good qualities. Pumsam, of a man. Karnadharaha, captain. Iva, as. Arnavam, the ocean. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Abhay Charana Arvinda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Jai Srila Prabhupada. Translation. We think that we have met your goodness by the will of providence, just so that we may accept you as captain of the ship for those who desire to cross the difficult ocean of Kali, which deteriorates all the good qualities of a human being. Translation with repetition. We think that we have met your goodness by the will of providence, just so that we may accept you as captain of the ship for those who desire to cross the difficult ocean of Kali, which deteriorates all the good qualities of a human being. Purport. The age of Kali is very dangerous for the human being. Human life is simply meant for self-realization. But due to this dangerous age, men have completely forgotten the aim of life. In this age, the lifespan will gradually decrease. People will gradually lose their memory, finer sentiments, strength, and better qualities. A list of the anomalies of this age is given in the 12th canto of this work. And so this age is very difficult for those who want to utilize this life for self-realization. The people are so busy with sense gratification that they completely forget about self-realization. Out of madness, they frankly say that there is no need for self-realization because they do not realize that this brief life is but a moment in our great journey towards self-realization. The whole system of education is geared to sense gratification. And if a learned man thinks it over, he sees that the children of this age are being intentionally sent to the slaughterhouses of so-called education. Learned men, therefore, must be cautious of this age, and if they at all want to cross over the dangerous ocean of Kali, they must follow the footsteps of the sages of Naimisharanya and accept Sri Suta Goswami or his bona fide representative as the captain of the ship. The ship is the message of Lord Shri Krishna in the shape of Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. श्री श्री राधा वृंदावन चंद्र की जय, श्री श्री निताई गौरंग की जय, जगत गुरु शील प्रभुपाद की जय। मुखम करोति वाचालम पंगुम लंघयते गिरिम यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्री गुरुं दीनतारिणं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे श्री चैतन्यमीश्वरम्। Hare Krishna. So today we are reading, we will be discussing this 22nd shloka of the first chapter of first canto titled Creation. The first chapter is titled as the questions by the sages, because all the sages have assembled in the Naimisharanya. All the sages from worldwide, they have assembled in Naimisharanya to discuss what is the way forward for the people of this Kali Yuga if they have to attain spiritual emancipation. So they have requested Suta Goswami to chair this entire discussion. He is the chairman, he is appointed as the chairman, he is the chairperson. He is supposed to guide all of them, he is supposed to direct the entire the discussion that is supposed to happen there. And they have put forward, the sages have already put forward different questions to Suta Goswami in pursuance of the main objective of this yajna, that is to find out what is the way forward for the people of Kali Yuga, given the fact that Krishna is no more present in this material world, in this world physically, because before this this incidence of Naimisharanya, this meeting of Naimisharanya, many years back, Krishna had already left. Krishna Swadhamopagate Jnana Dharmadibhi Saha. Correct? He had left this physical world. He had wound up his physical leela in Dwaraka at Prabhasa Kshetra. And after that, all the sages have assembled here to discuss where does the dharma reside now, where we can find the dharmic principles, right? Where the dharma has taken the shelter now. And in discussion of this, they are asking different questions to Suta Goswami. And now they are telling Suta Goswami that Tvamna sandarshitoho dhatra. Naha, that is we, sandarshitaha, we have met you. Correct? The translation, you can display the translation here. It's gone, I think, out. So, Tvam Naha Sandarshitaha. Naha is we have met. Sandarshitaha. Sandarshita means to have in-person meeting. Sandarshitaha. Tvam Naha Sandarshitaha Tvam. Tvam means your goodness. So all the sages are addressing Suta Goswami and saying that we have met your goodness. This meeting that we are having, your goodness, Sri Suta Goswami, it is dhatra. It is arranged by the will of providence. Dhatra. Dhatra means somebody who maintains us. Okay? Prabhupada translates here as by the providence. Providence means one who is maintaining us, or one who is looking after our goodwill, one who thinks of our maintenance, of our well-being. So that is will of providence. That is the Supreme Lord. So by Supreme Lord's will, by Supreme Lord's arrangement in this material world for all of us, the sages are saying that by Lord's arrangement in this material world for all of us, we have met you today. Right? We have met you, this meeting is happening. And Dustaram Nistitir Shatam. Nistitir Shatam, those who are desiring to cross over the material existence, the difficulties of the material existence, and it is insurmountable for them. Dustaram. Correct? So they are saying that we think that we have met your goodness by the will of providence, just so that one may accept you as the captain of the ship. Karanadhara, that means we may accept you as the captain of the ship for those who desire to cross over. Nistitir Shatam, those who desire to cross over. What they desire to cross over? Kalim, that is the age of Kali. Those who desire to cross over the age of Kali, they accept you as the captain of the ship. And because why they accept you as the captain of the ship? Because it is difficult to cross over this ocean of Kali. Dustaram. So if Just like you would have seen, people go to this river rafting and all in Himalayas, correct? Near Ganga, Rishikesh and all. They have a lot of river rafting is done. So river rafting has those canoes which are very small. Two people sit and they themselves they paddle the canoe. Correct. So that kind of this thing does not require any captain to drive the ship. Correct. Because it is easy to maneuver. The arrangements are such that it won't drown and all those things. There is safety. So whereas the ship which goes into the insurmountable oceans, it requires a captain. Correct? So it is said here that just so that we may accept you as the captain of the ship, Karanadhara, Iva Arnavam, that is the ocean of Kali, Karanadhara, Iva Arnavam, and Dustaram Nistitir Shatam. For those who are desiring to cross over this insurmountable ocean of Kali, should accept you as the captain of their ship. And why? Because this Kali Yuga, this Kali, it deteriorates all the good qualities of a human being. Sattva Haram. It takes away all the good qualities of a person. So this is what the sages are saying, that they are expressing their feeling that they have met Suta Goswami out of the will of providence by the arrangement of the Supreme Lord, because they have expressed their desire to cross over this ocean of this Kali, the material world, the material qualities, and they want to cross over that ocean, and that is why Lord has arranged this meeting with Suta Goswami, so that they all will be taken through this ocean of Kali by the expert captaincy of Suta Goswami. So here in purport, Srila Prabhupada says that the age of Kali is very dangerous for the human being. Why it is dangerous for the human beings, age of Kali? Can some of you share some points? Why it is considered dangerous, the age of Kali? I'm not able to hear you, Matthew. Okay, lifespan is less, but that is the effect of Kali. Why is it dangerous? What is the problem with less lifespan? Yes, Deepak. People are not interested for self-realization, okay? Why are they not interested? You were saying something? Engaged in? Okay, but that always people have been. Material living entities always engaged in sense gratification. That is the nature. Just a second. One devotee had raised hand there. Yes, Prabhu, you yourself. You in grey kurta. You were saying something, no? Okay. Yes, Prabhu. Asuras, Devas are in the same body, okay. What problem does it create? There is no hope to cross over, okay. Yes, Prabhu. We don't know that we need the help. Yes. Correct. Almost similar. We don't know that we need help. We don't know how to cross it. Correct. We don't know that we need the guidance, isn't it? Yes. So here Prabhupada says that this age of Kali is very dangerous for human being, because human life is simply meant for self-realization. Correct. And with all these disqualifications, what happens is we are not able to understand that we need self-realization. Self-realization is our need. In fact, even if there is little bit of desire also, the arrangement is such, the situation is such that the desire of self-realization is curbed. Usko daba diya jata hai. It gets swept under so many other desires and things of sense gratification, as Mataji was explaining. Correct? So we hear that in Satya Yuga, the qualities of the Yuga were such that there was long lifespan, correct? And then the strength was quite a lot. People were very strong, and then people had a lot of finer sentiments. They were very evolved in terms of their consciousness also. So with all these things, they used to do a lot of tapasya, a lot of spiritual practices, and very easily they used to attain perfection. So that is about Satya Yuga. Satya Yuga, what examples we hear? Only few examples where people have failed in their attempts to achieve perfection, like Vishwamitra Muni. Right? Why that story is famous? Because generally everybody was able to achieve perfection by tapasya and all those things. But what happened to Vishwamitra Muni? He heard the tinkling of that ankle bells of that Apsara and his meditation got disturbed. So very rare cases, very, very rare cases that they will get disturbed or they are not able to practice. Hardly anybody. Everybody was able to do that. It's a very common thing. Whereas today in Kali Yuga, if anybody takes to devotional service little bit, they will feel, "Arey, kya bada achievement hai." We ourselves feel such a big achievement now that I have stopped drinking tea, coffee. I have started chanting 16 rounds tak pahunch gaye. Kitna bada achievement ho gaya mera. So this is what we have started thinking as achievements. Big achievements. Chai, coffee chodna, har Saturday, Sunday temple jana. These are considered as big achievements. But for materialistic people, even these things are considered as foolish. They say, what is the use of all these things? क्या कर लोगे इतनी जल्दी इस एज में करके क्या कर लोगे अभी तो एज एंजॉय करने का है जॉब करना है बिजनेस करना है ना पैसा कमाना है दैट इज व्हाट इज दिस एज इज फॉर हियर Prabhupada is telling that isn't it he says that the people are so busy with sense gratification that they completely forget about self realization and out of madness they frankly say that there is no need for self realization because they do not realize this brief life is but a moment on our great journey towards self-realization. So self-realization is actually the aim of human life. There is no other aim. If you think that, okay, I want to understand what actually Lord wants me to do in this life, भगवान का कुछ तो पर्पस होगा मुझे इस दुनिया में लाने के लिए. ये क्वालिटीज अगर भगवान ने मुझे दी है, मुझे इस यहाँ पे इस धरती में जन्म दिया है, ये क्वालिटीज मुझे दी है, तो कुछ तो पर्पस होगा. वी थिंक लाइक दैट, वी थिंक वेरी हाईली ऑफ आवरसेल्व्स कि क्या कुछ तो पर्पस होगा, मुझे यहाँ पे भगवान लाए हैं एंड आई शुड फुलफिल दैट पर्पस, आई शुड अचीव दैट पर्पस. दैट पर्पस इज नथिंग एल्स बट सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन. सो ग्रेजुएशन फ्रॉम दैट डिवोटी हु इज सिटिंग बिहाइंड, आपका नाम क्या है जो आप व्हाइट आपके पीछे, हाँ, योर गुड नेम उत्तम शर्मा. आप कहां से आए उत्तम? पिलानी, बिट्स पिलानी. हाँ, ओके. सो फ्रॉम देयर, फ्रॉम उत्तम टू दिस प्रभु जी सिटिंग इन सैफरन ड्रेस हियर. प्रभु आपका शुभ नाम मुझे पता नहीं, सॉरी. अनुत्तम हरिदास. उत्तम से अनुत्तम हरिदास तक का जो प्रोग्रेस है, दैट इज द एम ऑफ लाइफ, दैट सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन. Nothing else. We are not supposed to achieve any big things in this world. कुछ फायदा नहीं, वो बहुत कर्मी लोग हैं करने के लिए. लेकिन अगर कहीं पे पता चलता है कि सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन इज द एम ऑफ लाइफ, दैट इज व्हाट इज टू बी फॉलोड. दैट इज द रियल एम ऑफ लाइफ ऑफ ईच एंड एवरी वन ऑफ अस. लेकिन इस वर्ल्ड में जो भी सिचुएशंस हैं, जो कंडीशंस हैं हमारे आसपास की, वो कंडीशंस ऐसी हैं कि हम लोगों के ये जो इच्छाएं होती हैं, इसका डिजायर्स जो होते हैं, या फिर इसका जो इंटेंशन भी अगर होता है, so we are not able to follow it. The situations don't allow us to do that. That is the problem. That is the danger of this Kali Yuga. लाइफ कम होने से क्या है, बहुत कम समय है हमारे पास उसको करने के लिए, सेल्फ रियलाइजेशन को करने के लिए. बॉडीली स्ट्रेंथ नहीं है तो क्या होता है, थोड़ी देर बैठने पे, अभी थोड़ी देर बैठेंगे फोल्डेड लेग्स में प्रॉब्लम होना शुरू हो जाएगा. एवरीबडी विल स्टार्ट स्टैंडिंग, सिटिंग ऑन चेयर्स एंड ऑल दोस थिंग्स. डिफिकल्ट टू सिट फॉर चैंटिंग. Difficult to focus on things. So what happens, because of all these disqualifications of Kali Yuga, our main aim of life, which is self-realization, that gets hampered, that gets put down. So that is the biggest danger of Kali Yuga. Not small lifespan, या फिर qualities नहीं है, या फिर मंद सुमंद मतयो, fortune नहीं है. Basically, it hampers our self-realization. That is the main danger. Correct? That is what Prabhupada says. The age of Kali is very dangerous for the human being. Human life is simply meant for self-realization. Simply meant for self-realization. Nothing else. That is the actual goal. And men have completely forgotten this aim of life. So in this age, the lifespan will gradually decrease. People will gradually lose their memory. These are Satyuga qualities which were there have now reduced. But the human being, the tendency of the human being or the intention of human being is to achieve all this back. People are trying to bring back longer lifespans. There are scientists who are researching how people can live for long, how aging can be controlled. Correct? Age-defying creams and so many things are coming now. You apply that and that wrinkles on your face will take longer time to come and all those things. And then they're trying to develop some mechanisms, some genetic modifications by which people can live for long. Life expectancy they want to increase. So what they want to do, they want to reach back to the Satyayuga qualities. They want to have life free from diseases. They want to have strong bodies, good intellect. They are trying how IQ can be increased. Oh no, big scientists' brains they will study. Their genetic features they will study, and if that can be built in other people also. So they are trying to do that, to develop that finer sentiment. But what is the current objective with all this? Increasing the lifespan, increasing the beauty, stop aging, increasing finer sentiments, or increasing the memory capacity. The objective is sense gratification, isn't it? And what happens if we are behind sense gratification? Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita 2.44, Bhoga Aishwarya Prasaktanam Taya Aparhita Chetasam Vyavasayatmika Buddhir Samadhau Na Vidhiyate. What does not come? What happens if somebody is Bhoga Aishwarya Prasaktanam? Prasakta means too much attached. Asakta is attached. And Prasakta means too much attached. Too much attached to what? Bhoga and Aishwarya. Bhoga means sense gratification. Aishwarya means wealth, which will again drive the sense gratification. So the entire material arrangement or the entire material this existence is actually only driven towards sense gratification. And once somebody is driven towards sense gratification, then what happens? Bhoga Aishwarya Prasaktanam Taya Aparhita Chetasam. The consciousness will go away, the proper intelligence will go away. Aparhita Chetasam, it will take away the intelligence, it will take away the consciousness. And that is why we forget that our real aim of life is self-realization. We get carried away in so many other aims of life. Right? Taking care of the society, doing social service, doing good to the society, achieving something technologically very high, earning a lot of money, taking care of family. These are the only aims of life that we think about. And we forget that the real aim of life is self-realization or attaining Krishna consciousness. So then Prabhupada comes to the point that people, he says that the life, they do not realize that this brief life is a moment on our great journey towards self-realization. We think that in this life, the achievements and all those things that we will leave for legacy हम लोग छोड़ के जाएंगे. ऐसा भी लोग कई बार सोचते हैं कि मेरे लिए मैं कुछ नहीं कर रहा. I don't want to do anything for myself, but I want to leave a legacy so that coming generations will get benefited. Right? Something great work I want to do so that some coming generations can get benefited. Global warming का control करने के लिए लोग इतना effort करते हैं. Why? Because they say that we want to leave Earth a better place for our coming generations. आज जिस तरीके से ये धरती है, उससे हम लोग उसको better place हमारे आने वाले पीढ़ी के लिए छोड़ के जाना चाहते हैं. But they don't understand that as per the nature's arrangement of these 4 yugas, the things are supposed to get deteriorated. Even if we try to hold them together, they are not going to stay together. How much ever we try to control global warming, different arrangements will come about and the deterioration of the existence, the existential qualities will continue. It will not stop. So what is that I'm supposed to do? All these inevitable things, if I keep spending my time, if I keep spending my effort, my energy, my intellect in all these things, there will be no benefit at all. So I should focus on self-realization. Then Prabhupada says that the whole system of education is geared to sense gratification. Our today's education system, which the Westerners came and established, it is only about creating Shudras. Okay? This entire education system that we have today is about creating Shudras. We have big technology institutes, big medical college institutes and all those things. But what is the ultimate objective of those institutions? To create people who will be behind earning money and sense gratification eventually. Whereas the original system of education which the subcontinent, this Indian subcontinent or in general the Vedic culture had was the Gurukula system, where the primary education was to build character, to build spiritual consciousness, and side by side there was also education about how to maintain your livelihood. That was a side by side education. Nowadays, our main curriculum is materialistic education, materialistic living, and side by side there will be some extracurricular activities, some spiritual activity, some religious activity, little bit. That too, if the school is little spiritually oriented, the school promoters are a little spiritually oriented. Otherwise, even that is not there. So our entire education system is oriented towards sense gratification. Even if I graduate from a big IIT or IIM or such institutes or Harvard, Oxford, what ultimately a person thinks? He engages in some of the startups or he'll engage in some business, he'll get employed with some big companies with some very big salary, crores. Nowadays we hear packages are in crores, right? Crores per month or crores per annum, like that packages people get. But ultimately what is the aim? That is sense gratification. So it is the entire education system is training us to just go towards sense gratification. Whereas our Vedic culture, it trained us to go towards spiritual consciousness. So this education system, it needs to be changed. Learned man, therefore, must be cautious of this age. So if a person really thinks of himself as learned, he must be cautious of this age. And if at all he wants to cross over the dangerous ocean of Kali, then he must follow the footsteps of sages of Naimisharanya and accept Sri Suta Goswami or his bona fide representative as the captain of the ship, Karanadhara. Dustaram nistitir shatam ivaranavam. Agar aapka, if one has a desire to cross over this material ocean, then which is insurmountable in general for general people, then what he should do? He should accept a Karanadhara. In Srimad Bhagavatam, in the 11th canto, again there is an explanation of what is this ship and all this. That analogy is clearly explained. I'll just read out that shloka. Yes, here this analogy is given. The shloka is Nrideham adyam sulabham sudurlabham plavam sukalpam guru karanadharam mayanukulena nabhasvateritam puman bhavabdhim nataretsa atmaha. The translation is, the human body which can award all benefit in life is automatically obtained by the laws of nature, although it is very rare achievement. This human body can be compared to a perfectly constructed boat. So this body is considered as the boat. This human body can be compared to a perfectly constructed boat, having the spiritual master as the captain and the instructions of the personality of Godhead as favorable winds impelling it on its course. Correct? So the body is considered as the boat, correct? And then the spiritual master, the pure devotee spiritual master, is considered as the captain of the ship, captain of this boat. And what is it that is propelling this boat or impelling this boat? Those are the instructions or the directions given by the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Those are the favorable winds which will help that boat to progress further on its course. And the course will be decided by the spiritual master, the captain, where the ship has to go. Right? So it is said that further, considering all these advantages, a human being who does not utilize this human life to cross the ocean of material existence must be considered the killer of his own soul. If we don't utilize this opportunity after coming into this human life, if we don't utilize this opportunity to progress on the path of self-realization under the guidance of a guru, a bona fide spiritual master, using the favorable winds of Krishna's instructions, then we are considered as Atmaha. We are considered as killers of our own soul. Whenever I come across this statement, I remember that incidents when I was in Kurukshetra. We used to go for folk preaching in Kurukshetra, NIT Kurukshetra. And we used to put up a bookstall in their cafeteria area. They had a cafeteria. It's on the open area. कुछ shops थे और cafeteria था और हम लोग book stall लगाते थे वहाँ पे. So 1 or 2 devotees we used to be standing at the bookstall, and since it was an open area, since it was an open area, many students used to walk there during the daytime. कहीं पे breaks है, somebody has bunked their classes, they used to come there, they used to take a cup of coffee or something. So like this it used to happen. And where we had put up a bookstall, just close by to that there were some bushes, and a family of dogs used to stay there. A dog, maybe a female dog and her few puppies, they used to stay there. So students, I used to observe, they used to come and they'll see a devotee standing, devotee dress mein hai, head shaven and all those things. So they used to, from far away only, they used to see, oh, what is this, why these people are standing here in college and all those things. They'll feel little odd. And they'll come, they'll be walking towards that cafeteria, and to see what is put on the table, they will come, little turn they will take towards the table, and they'll see like this, oh, something Bhagavad Gita, something else. And then they will go ahead. They'll go to that shop, they will drink coffee and tea. And then they'll go back, they'll make some fun of the devotees, pass some jokes, comments, and they'll go. And then frequently, we used to carry some khaja those days, some small khaja. So we used to give, some student comes, then we will give them, if they understand about the book, we used to give khaja. So some khaja, some tidbits here and there used to fall. So I saw on the second day, this dog, that mother dog was there, that of the puppies. So she came towards the bookstall, and the behavior was exactly like the students. That mother dog also came, she sniffed around. थोड़ा थोड़ा वो बुक स्टॉल की तरफ स्निफ किया, उनको कुछ समझ में नहीं आया, नीचे कुछ थोड़ा बहुत पाउडर पड़ा हुआ था खाजा का, something she tried to eat but nothing she could find. She sniffed and she went ahead. She went near the tea counter, somebody threw her some biscuit, she ate and she came back and sat. So the behavior was exactly like that. Students भी आ रहे हैं, they are sniffing something of our interest, something for sense gratification. नहीं, ये तो भगवद गीता है, science of self realization, समझ में नहीं आएगा, चलो छोड़ो, we'll go to our tea and coffee. Right? So see, if we are not spiritual, if we are not Krishna conscious, what is our status? It is same like a dog, isn't it? Shastras say that clearly it is stated. Correct? What is that shloka which tells that we are animal? Ahara nidra bhaya maithunam cha samanyam etat pashubhir naranam. It is very common to all animals and humans. Ahara, eating, sleeping, mating and defending. Then what is it different? What is it that makes the difference? Dharmo hi tesham adhiko vishesho. Dharma is what? The spirituality is what separates us. Right? The real true nature, that is dharma, that is what separates us. And if that separation is not there, if we are not following that, then what are we? Dharmena hina pashubhi samana. उस दिन वो रियलाइज हो गया, देखो पशु भी समान, it is perfectly like this. Similarly, the dog is also only that much interested in Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam and other things as much as these boys and girls from college are interested in. They really don't know the value of this because they have forgotten that self-realization is the aim of life. Even we were like that when we were in college. We wasted those years of college life when we were into all these crazy things of youth and all those things. We wasted that time. Later on, when we got into Krishna consciousness, we realized what a great loss we have gone through. Right? So, now that we have come to Krishna consciousness, whatever age it may be, whatever time of life, whatever phase of life it may be, Let us take it seriously. Let us take it seriously and let us accept the spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, who has been sent to us by the will of providence, by the arrangements of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. We are so fortunate that we have got this pure devotee, bona fide spiritual master, Srila Prabhupada, as our captain. Now, when we say captain, what does it mean? Most of you would have traveled in flight, right? Aeroplane में आपने सबने travel किया होगा कहीं ना कहीं. That announcement will happen, no? This is your captain speaking. We are at this particular height, this altitude, and we are traveling towards this. This journey is going to take this much hours. And then there will be an announcement. The captain has announced you all to put the seat belts. Then suddenly when there is turbulence, he will announce, please put on your seat belts. We are going through a turbulence. So immediately everybody has to buckle themselves. Everybody has to take care. Now we are going to descend. This is the weather. This is this. So please be careful. All those things they will announce. So what we do when we are in that aeroplane, we have completely handed over our life to that captain. Isn't it? वो flight के जो captain होंगे, we have handed over our life to him. If he does any mistake, that's all, gone. That will be our last flight. Isn't it? But we have handed over ourselves to him. We are completely dependent on that captain. And whatever he says, we are ready to accept immediately. Buckle डालो बोलो buckle करना है, निकालो निकालना है, बैठो बोलो बैठना है. You cannot use any more washrooms. Sit down there only. Nothing. Whatever is there, you have to hold on. Nothing you can do. Correct? So when we say that we have to accept Srila Prabhupada as our captain, what does it mean? What does it mean? We have to? Pardon? Yes. He takes us safely to the right destination. But what is our responsibility? Follow his instructions. Surrender unto him. Correct? We have to surrender unto him. We have to submit unto him and follow whatever he says. And if the captain feels, no, this destination is not appropriate for us to land, he takes us to some other destination, we should accept it. We want to go back to Godhead right now. Right now we want to do this. Right now we want to do that. I want to do this particular devotional service only. प्रभु मुझे कीर्तन अच्छा लगता है, बस कीर्तन का सेवा दीजिए. आप प्रीचिंग के लिए बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन के लिए भेजते हैं, नहीं अच्छा नहीं लगता है. बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन बहुत डिफिकल्ट है, धूप में जाना पड़ता है, टेबल लेके जाना है, बुक्स लेके जाना है. No, you just give me Kirtan service. I like Kirtan service. And Prabhupada also has said, Kirtan rasa is the safest rasa. So I want to be safe. I want to be in the temple, singing, dancing, only that much. No, Prabhupada is telling you, go for book distribution, go for, do some cleaning service, do pot washing service. So whatever course he decides for us, not only the destination, but the course also, we have to accept it. Correct? We have to be ready for that particular course. So that means accepting him as the captain. Not that we tell, no, Prabhupada, मुझे इधर नहीं, वो करना है, ये करना है, यहाँ जाना है, वहाँ जाना है. This is my destination. Not in this life, next life. So much purification also I don't want in this life. Okay, whatever is there, this much is sufficient. If Prabhupada has decided to take you back to Godhead, allow him to do that. Give yourself into the hands of Srila Prabhupada. And then you will see how he will very expertly, he will navigate through all the challenges, all the difficulties, all the hurdles, all your own disqualifications. Everything he will take you through and he will take you to the destination. So that is what is called as accepting Srila Prabhupada as the Karanadhara. Karanadhara means what? Captain means the captain has something in his hand which he holds and everything else gets driven behind that. Right? He's at the helm. He's at the helm of the things. So if we give that kind of control to Srila Prabhupada of our life, if we pray to Srila Prabhupada time and again that please take control of my life. My mind may not allow, my body may not allow, but please you mercifully take control of my life and steer me towards Krishna. Then Prabhupada will very happily do that. But when we say that, we have to mean it. The course that he takes us through, the destination that he takes us through, we have to be ready for it. So these are some of the things which we mean. So here it is said that the ship, so Prabhupada says that we must follow the footsteps of the sages of Naimisharanya and accept Sri Suta Goswami or his bona fide representatives as the captain of the ship. Okay. So this is what we should understand from this shloka. If anybody has anything to add or any questions, if anybody has, we can discuss them for a few minutes and then we can wind up. Anybody has anything to say? Okay. So in this shloka, we understand that self-realization is the aim of life. To transfer from Uttama to Anuttama is the aim of life. You have come with Anuttama Prabhu only? Is it? Take it. Okay. So we may be called Uttama in this life. A material body ka naam Uttama ho sakta hai, but actual spiritual name should be Anuttama. Right? Anuttama. It's even beyond Uttama and all those things. So that stage we have to all of us reach. We have to take up Krishna consciousness. We have to take the shelter of Srila Prabhupada, take his ashraya, get Diksha from Srila Prabhupada, receive that Harinam Diksha, receive second initiation, advance in life, follow his footsteps, follow his directions, be part of the association, the society that Srila Prabhupada has developed for all of us to take advantage of. And like this we can perfect our lives by handing over the main steering to Srila Prabhupada as the Karnadhara and perfect our lives in this particular life itself. Although it's a short moment in our entire journey, but within this moment we can perfect our lives by handing over the charge of our life to Srila Prabhupada. Okay. Yes, Prabhu. Yeah, correct. Our mind is very fertile, innovative. It keeps on giving us so many ideas to do devotional service. And it is very challenging to understand whether this is the idea which I should follow and this is what Srila Prabhupada wants me to do or desires me. So a simple thing is, Srila Prabhupada says in one place that he wants all his students. Prabhupada does not say only disciples, Prabhupada says all his students. He says, I want all my students to be trained, thoughtful and independent. Trained, thoughtful and independent. That means first we have to go through the training. So whatever service is assigned, whatever ideas are being given to us, first we have to follow that. Whatever the program is being devised by the Srila Prabhupada through his authorities, whatever is being devised, we should follow that, we should get trained in that. While going through that training, we will become thoughtful. And with that thoughtfulness and training, one day we will also be made independent to take some decisions in Krishna consciousness. Decisions about what service I should do, decisions about how I should preach, whom I should preach to, where I should preach. All that independence will be granted, provided we are trained and thoughtful. So it takes time. Correct? So for us, fortunately, there is a system, there is an organization which is available in the form of this Hare Krishna movement, where Srila Prabhupada's will and wish for us, his directions, his training for us is available lifelong. Lifelong we can be fully dependent on authorities instead of thinking what I should do, what ways I should preach, what ways I should propagate. Instead of that, we have an organization which can keep on directing us for whole life. कुछ चिंता करने की जरूरत नहीं कि मेरे दिमाग में जो आ रहा है वो सही है नहीं है. Whatever is being told I should do. जो हमें बताया गया है उतना अगर हम लोग करते रहेंगे, then very easily we will please Prabhupada. Instead of trying and researching and exploring whether this will please Prabhupada, that will please Prabhupada, whether this idea is correct, that idea is correct, whether I should preach this way, that way, Instead of that, just follow whatever is being directed to us. That is actually the advantage, great advantage of an organization. That is why these organizations were conceptualized by Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur and Srila Prabhupada and taken to the next level by Srila Prabhupada. So, our mind may give us so many ideas, mind may give us so many new plans for Krishna consciousness, but we cannot guarantee that all those plans will actually take us in Krishna consciousness further ahead. I'll share one incident, one particular experience of my own. I was writing second initiation examination in our old ashram here in Vrindavan. We had our old ashram here nearby. I still remember in the library of that old ashram, I was sitting and writing the second initiation exam. And those days there was some issue going on with the rest of the ISKCON camp and between us related to the Guru issue. There were court case going on and so many things were there. And here in North India, we were facing a lot of opposition from the rest of the ISKCON camp. So in the mind, there was something very strong going on, that how to stop these Guru people from furthering their movement, how to stop them from distracting all the disciples from Srila Prabhupada to their own discipleship. Something radical thoughts were coming. And I was very much agitated, but still I was somehow writing that second initiation exam. And then after 2 days, we were traveling to Bangalore for second initiation. And there was an opportunity where Madhu Pandit Prabhu was supposed to take interview of all the second initiation candidates. And so me and some other devotees from Vrindavan, we had traveled, and Prabhu called us for interview. So then Prabhu asked so many questions related to that second initiation. And then he asked, is there anything else you people want to ask? So then I was already disturbed, and there were some very radical thoughts coming to my mind about this, how to stop these gurus from propagating this particular thought process. So I asked Madhu Pandit Prabhu, is it possible, one thought came to my mind, if I take a gun and simply shoot some 1 or 2 prominent gurus, simply kill them. That's all. All other gurus will be so afraid, everybody will stop. Everybody will stop propagating this. Everybody will say, yes, Srila Prabhupada is the only spiritual master. This will please Prabhupada, no Prabhu? Because the entire guru thing will stop because of this. I think it will please Prabhupada, and I think my purpose will be achieved. I have pleased Prabhupada. So Madhu Pandit Prabhu, he said, it will please Prabhupada or not, we don't know, but your spiritual life will be gone forever, ever. That is for sure. So Prabhu says, one is because you are committing an offense towards those Vaishnavas. Whatever they are doing towards the Guru is, okay, that is aside, but they are primarily Vaishnavas. Right? So you will be doing an offense towards those Vaishnavas. Second is, you will be committing a material crime for which you will have to go to jail. And you are not able to practice here in this temple nicely, what you will practice in jail? So your Krishna conscious life is gone for a toss. Your mind thought that you will please Srila Prabhupada, you will solve this problem of Guru issue for once and for all in ISKCON. But what has happened? Mind has taken you for a ride with this thought that this is what is the solution for this Guru issue. Let us do this. You will go and do it, and what will happen? You will be taken out of Krishna consciousness. So Maya's objective is achieved. And you have foolishly fallen into the trap of Maya, where she was telling you that this is the service to your Guru, this is the service to Krishna consciousness, this is the service to the movement. Right? So all good thoughts were there. Idea was good, for it was for movement, it was for Prabhupada, it was for removing all these ills which are going on in the ISKCON. But what was it? It was an idea given by mind for taking me out of Krishna consciousness. The plan was that. So many times the ideas or the plans for service for Krishna consciousness may come to our mind. But we never know how mind will trick us, how Maya will trick us through these ideas and take us out of Krishna consciousness. That is why I said we are really extremely fortunate that we have such an organization which is completely driven by Srila Prabhupada's directions. There are such good authorities, Madhu Pandit Prabhu, Chanchalapati Prabhu, the rest of the governing body council. They are here to help us, guide us, chart out a course for us to do services, to do different activities, to propagate the mission in a certain way, in a certain direction. Simply we have to follow whatever is being told for us to do. आइडिया वगैरह छोड़ दो. जब हम लोग ट्रेन हो जाएंगे, थॉटफुल हो जाएंगे, जब इंडिपेंडेंस मिलेगा, तब सोचेंगे क्या क्या करना है मुझे. If I am given a center, now today onwards you go and run this center for Krishna consciousness. Hare Krishna movement, Honolulu, suppose you are given. Chalo, go and start Honolulu center. Anuttama Hari Prabhu ko bhej diya suppose. Then Anuttama Hari Prabhu can sit and think, oh, how I should propagate, what I should do, what ways I should propagate. Till the time he is in one center, simply I should think what my temple president is telling, what my GBC is telling. Simply let me do in that course. Simply let me do that. If any idea is coming, go and tell to those authorities, Prabhu, one idea came to my mind. You please check whether this is right, wrong, applicable, not applicable, and then let me know if I have anything to do in that. So if we keep this as our attitude forever in life, we will be extremely safe. Otherwise, if we, while Karanadhara is driving the wheel, the steering, if we say, no, idhar modo, nani, udhar modo, the ship will not go properly. So if we want to really accept Srila Prabhupada as Karanadhara, we should give it to him. We should give that steering to him, let him steer our life back to Krishna, and let him decide the course of action, how I have to be taken through it, what services, what good and bad experiences, what learnings, what realizations. Let him take me through it. And whatever he's taking me through, I should accept it as his will and his wish for my Krishna consciousness, and we should keep doing that. I hope that answers. Okay, so we'll stop here. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Shri Radha Vrindavan Chandra ki.
Hare Hare Rama